This segment sponsored by USA Digital Media, proud to support Prestigious Reviews. Sergeant Pope and Nemo know they're not lovers despite what the internet rumors say. Stay tuned. One of their reviews is next.
Welcome back to Prestigious, all of you fellow gangsters. Today I'll be rednecking it up with NASCAR Unleashed. Is this shit the fucking tits, or does it tits fucking the shit? Let me guide you along and inform you all about it. But before we unleash this Metacafe review, you gotta check out our sponsors. They make Prestigious the way it is today, so give them some of your oh so sweet lovin'. Now let's get right into this. The game modes in NASCAR Unleashed are a championship, time trial, and then there's quick race. This isn't a very impressive list of game modes, which I will be talking about a little bit more later. The biggest general note about this game is that it's definitely an arcadey approach to racing. Imagine it's similar to Mario Kart, but obviously not as good since that game's a fucking shit. This means that the game is very fast paced, another thing I'll talk about in just a second. But first, I have a question for the developer or whoever made the achievements for this game. Why is all the text in caps lock? I mean, I guess they really wanted me to understand them? Like, what the fuck? Did like a 30-year-old just go like, caps lock, oh my god, I'm a troll 9, drifting along, the pros are next, and as I was just saying, there are achievements in this game, just like, you know, all the other Xbox games. And if you like easy gamer score, this is your fucking game. It practically fucking hands those G's to you. It's goddamn crazy. And another sick thing about this game is the fucking menu music. It's pretty fucking hardcore, I'm not gonna lie. Some more pros are, like I said earlier, this game is fast paced like fucking crazy. I love this. It's probably the one reason I actually played the game as much as I did, and I truly enjoyed it a lot. And finally, something that's pretty fucking crazy. If you flippity flip your car, which is something that happens constantly to me. Fucking constantly. The camera just goes all over the fucking place. It's fucking awesome. If you're prone to having seizures, I mean, you might have one. I mean, it's that fucking intense. Flip into the cons. Here's a big one. This game has no online. Yeah, you heard me correctly. The only online this game has is leaderboards, and that's something I really don't consider online personally. That really sucks, and it's the first thing that limits the amount of gameplay in Unleashed. Really, in general, this game is just super short. It has no online, the championship mode is pretty shallow, and it has no integrity to it. They tried to bring more gameplay with time trials and then quick play, and while they do bring some, they don't bring enough. This game is just way too short for a full title. Like, it should have been an arcade game or something. It's not 60 bucks, or how much, you know, even if it was 40, it's not really worth that. One last con is that this game doesn't really have those pickups you normally see in arcade racing games. It has oil sticks and speed boosts, but that isn't enough to make the gameplay as interesting and as fun as it was in Mario Kart and games kind of like that. And even after playing this game for many hours, I still have no idea how to pick up oil sticks. I'm thinking you can't for some reason, which doesn't really make sense why it's there in the first place, but I don't know. With all that said, is this short game something you should rent, buy, or pass on? Now for racing fans, I say you should rent this game. Even if you're a crazy NASCAR junkie, don't buy this game. It just doesn't have enough gameplay to justify the price. If you aren't a racing fan and you seldom enjoy racing games, just skip this one. It's not even worth your time to rent it, really. So, what did I score NASCAR Unleashed with? I gave it a 5.5 out of 10. It's decent, but it's not long enough, and it's just not deep enough to warrant actual purchase or even a rent for many of you. Well, I guess that's pretty much finishes up this review. Thank you so much for stopping by us here at Prestigious. We really appreciate all of you guys. Be sure to come back very often. We're constantly working on new reviews, and we really like when you guys check them out. It really helps push us even farther. It really does. So until next time, live prestigiously, mofo! Fucking shit. This makes the game very fast paced. Another. But first, I have a question for the developer. But first, I have a question for the developer. But first, I have a question for the developer, or whoever damn it! These cats are freaking out, man. They're like, shit, you going insane, son? Flipping to the cons. Here's a big one. This game has no online. Yeah, you heard me. This game has no online. The only thing it really has is like the leaderboards. I burped, son of a bitch.